Hey Ella, I just wanted to give you a chance to have a little review from our stuff that we talked about yesterday. So here goes. Um, if you have any stools in your house, kind of like we were sitting yesterday, those always make for good. They're really good to help with the posture. So if you can sit on a stool, that's great, or a chair with no arms on it. It always helps for you to be able to have your guitar where you need it. Um, and then just work on posture as well. Uh, you kind of can put your knee up like this and just put your leg right in between here to where you can see all the way up and down the fretboard, and then you drape your arm over the side here to where you can hit all the strings and practice strumming, okay? So we're going to start with our warm-up. I'll just remind you of that. All you're going to do is you're going to walk your finger all the way up, all the way to the 12th fret, and then you're going to walk it all the way down. Remember, we practiced this yesterday. So here we go. I'm going to do this once, and you can do it with me if you want to, and then practice it on all the strings. And remember, you're just kind of building up those calluses on your fingers. And if this index finger gets tired, if your one finger gets tired, then go to your two finger. And if your two finger gets tired, then go to your three finger. So let's try this out. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then we're going to drop down a string, and then we'll head back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you can keep doing that, practice that. Like I said, that'll get you used to moving this pick. It'll get your fingers used to being up and down on the fretboard, and it will get them a little bit of callus, so that way your fingers can get broken in, so to speak. You really want them um, to get used to being on the strings. Um, the next thing that I'll review with you is the name of the strings. You have this in your notes, and you can pull those out and check this out. Your top string here, this is E, this is A, second string, your third string is D, and then you've got the G, and then you've got B and E. And those are going to be kind of important soon when we talk about tuning and stuff like that. And if you're on Guitar Tuna, which I would try downloading that. If it doesn't work on your iPad mini, then try it on your mom's phone. It'll help if you try to stay away from touching those tuning knobs. They got you set up pretty good, but if it goes out of tune, then you can probably figure that out from how we worked. Speaking of Guitar Tuna, go through there. Remember we played those games, and it had the chords G, D, E minor, and C. And that would be a good one for you to practice on. Those games are kind of fun, and if you get a chance, play around with some of those games on there. They'll really help you, and then it'll make sense. Some of those chords we haven't gone over yet, but it'll make sense whenever when we go through there. So spend a little bit of time and check it out. And I'll go over the two chords that we learned together yesterday. I'm going to kind of put my guitar up here so you can see the strings a little bit better. Let's see. We learned two chords yesterday, and one of them was E minor. E minor, you're going to take your first finger and your second finger, and on the second fret, you are going to push down on the D string, or I'm sorry, the A string and the D string with those two fingers, and you're going to hit that chord. And you're going to play all the strings, okay? You're going to run that pick across all the strings. And if you hear a fret buzz, do like we did yesterday. We talked about if you hear kind of a fret buzz in there, kind of look at it and troubleshoot until you can get it to where you hear all the strings ringing nice and clean. The other chord that we talked about was the A chord. And the A chord is kind of like the E minor. The only difference is you're going to move your fingers down, and then you're going to add this third finger, and it should sound a little something like this. You're going to start with playing that A string, you're not gonna play the top string. You're gonna start with this string here, the A string, second string down, and play that string and see if you can get everything nice and clean. Okay, so there's that chord, and you've got to work with that one because if you hear again like fret buzz, it's probably because this bottom finger is touching that bottom string, or it might be that this part of your skin right here is touching that bottom, and you've got to kind of work to get your wrist at an angle to where you can play it without those fingers or that skin. You see how far? I don't know if you can see that. My skin is not touching the string. You got to be careful there with that. Okay, so there's that. And work with those. Once you get, if you start getting really good at it to where you can strum it and play all those clean, and you can go, then try going between E and A, and just go between them, strum them a couple times, maybe get into a rhythm, and then go between them, and you can make your own little song. They're really nice little chords. But work with those and get some calisthenics going. Look, you can see my my fingers are already getting some lines on them from the strings, and you want that. At first, it might hurt a little, but keep it up, kiddo. And we will practice again that Tuesday. I'll give your mom a reminder email. And I'm going to look at some Adele stuff so we can start learning some of that stuff, and then we'll learn some more chords and everything. But have fun with it, practice hard, and have fun. Okay? Great. Have a great week.